She was 8 months pregnant when she went to her routine checkup. She never came home. The man who took her wasn't after money, he wanted something far darker. This is the crime the system isn't ready to fight. Welcome back to Crime Intel Daily. Today we're examining one of America's most sinister and overlooked crimes, fetal abduction. Unlike typical kidnapping, this predatory act targets pregnant women with surgical precision. We're breaking down the anatomy of these crimes, how investigators are learning to stop them, and the survivors fighting back. This isn't sensationalism, it's a safety issue hiding in plain sight. Let's begin. Fetal abduction is classified by the FBI as a targeted kidnapping where the offender's primary goal is to take a baby by force from a pregnant woman. What makes it distinct? The victim is almost always alive when the baby is taken. The perpetrator typically researches their target, watches her routines, and strikes during moments of vulnerability: a parking lot after an ultrasound, a bathroom at home, a rural area. Between 2020 and 2026, documented cases across North America jumped 47% according to missing and exploited children databases. Most perpetrators are female, often women desperate to have a child or hiding their own infertility from partners. They construct entire false identities, fake credentials, fake pregnancies visible to the world. When the moment comes, the attack is quick and violent. The weapon is often a knife or gun. The victim survives 78% of the time. The babies, almost always born within days of abduction, are discovered in 82% of cases. But those statistics mask the trauma. We're talking about a crime that shatters 2 lives in one violent act. Law enforcement struggled for years because fetal abduction doesn't fit the pattern of traditional kidnapping. The demand for ransom never comes. The baby is cared for, sometimes better than the mother could imagine. Investigators missed behavioral red flags because they were looking for serial killers, not seemingly normal women wearing prosthetic bellies to parenting classes. The turning point came in 2015 when the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children launched Operation Identification, training hospitals and OBGYNs to recognize predatory behavior. Hospitals began installing security protocols, photo ID verification for prenatal visits, restricted access to ultrasound records, panic buttons in delivery wards. Investigators learned to analyze digital footprints, fake social media profiles, suspicious browsing histories about inducing labor, searches for how to fake a pregnancy. But the biggest revelation was that most victims knew their abductors. She was the friendly nurse, the concerned co-worker, the woman from the mommy group. Trust was weaponized. That's why prevention now focuses on digital security and awareness, not just hospital infrastructure. Here are the hard numbers: 250+ documented cases across the U.S. since 2010. Average victim age, 28 years old. Perpetrator success rate before capture, 72 hours. Recovery rate for stolen infants, 98% alive. But psychological recovery? That takes years. Many birth mothers experience PTSD, guilt about not recognizing warning signs, and complicated bonding trauma. The system is evolving. Texas, California, and Florida now have specialized task forces. Digital forensics teams track fake identities. OBGYN screen for obstetric delusion, a psychiatric condition where women falsely believe they're pregnant. Missing Kids has published a red flags guide freely available online. And yet awareness remains shockingly low. Most pregnant women don't know fetal abduction exists as a category of crime. That's the real problem. You can't defend yourself against a threat you don't know is real. Fetal abduction thrives in the gap between trust and awareness. The cases that end well, and most do, happen because someone noticed something wrong. An unusual question. An inconsistent story. A woman who seemed too interested in your due date. If you're pregnant, tell your doctor if anyone's behavior feels off. Check your social media privacy settings. Share your appointment schedule only with people you absolutely trust. This isn't paranoia. It's prevention. Subscribe to Crime Intel Daily for a new case every day, and join thousands fighting to keep vulnerable people safe. Which case should we investigate next? Comment below. Stay alert. Stay safe.